Welcome to Salesforce Development Lesson 7, and today we're going to be working on our customer custom object. So again, going to where we are, we're still creating our custom objects and fields, and today we will be focusing on the customer custom object. Okay, so let's move over to Salesforce. So here we are. So when choosing to track customers, Salesforce has a standard object called account that we can use. Now, one thing that you have to consider when you're doing when you want to use the account objects is when you want to store information about people like customers or things that involves like a person. Usually what you want to do is create what's called or use what's called a person account versus a standard account. So the way we can do person account is you can see person accounts are kind of activated here. And if you look over here, we're going to look at our record types. So generally what I'd like to do is there's a default record type for person account here, but I don't want to use default person account record type. What I'd like to do is create a unique one just for customers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new person account. So click new, and then I'm just going to call it customer, and then I'm going to make it active, and just going to make it available for all these. I can even make it default automatically. Made most of these default anyways. I'll also make it for here. Hit next. Alright, then there's a different layout. There's a person account layout, which I think is fine for our purposes. We'll leave that, and we'll do save. Alright, so once we've created the person account, to add the fields, you don't actually go to the person account because there's no menu item for fields. So what you have to do is you have to go back to the actual account object, which is over here. And then we're going to hit field and relationships. And this is where we add any additional fields that we want. So I'm going to look through here, some of these. I'm going to move this over a bit. Some of these fields should already be here. So if you notice in the person account, in the account name, there's a first name and last name already. There is, I don't believe there's a middle name, so we need to add that piece in there. So we'll just say new. And then this will just be a text field. Next. We'll call it middle name. We'll say 100 middle name. Not required because not everybody has a middle name. Not unique, etc. These are okay. So now we can just click through. Let's see, all these are pretty much there, so that's good. So I'll click next. Next, it's going to add it to all, which is fine. Let's see, and we'll do a save and new. Okay, a couple of the other ones that we would need to add is address. Address is kind of going to already be there. Phone and email will be there. So let's go back here actually and we'll see where what address. The account comes with two different addresses. It has a billing address, and then there's also a shipping address. If you have down here, there's also an other address, person other phone, and then there's phone. So generally what I like to do for address, I usually use the billing address. For our purposes, billing address is the one that's probably going to be the most, but it's already built, so we don't have to add that. The other type of so the other thing we can use phone, which we already have a phone here, so we don't have to use that. And then we have an email, which is the person email here. So we have that also. So the only extra thing that we want to add is a field to indicate whether this customer is in the rewards program. So if they're a rewards program member. So for this, we'll add a field for that. This is going to be a Boolean, so it's just going to be a checkbox. So we'll choose checkbox. Then for field name, we'll say rewards program member. Rewards program member. All right. And then we'll hit next, and save. All right, and then one other place I did want to show you as far as person accounts is concerned. By default, person accounts are not enabled in your org. So if you want to enable it, you need to go to person accounts over here. And if it's not enabled, there'll be checkboxes to enable, and it'll ask you to do certain things like create a default record type, the account, etc. So you can follow those directions when you get there. The other thing I want to do is go to the schema builder and add the customer to our schema. So we'll just go ahead and type in, it's an account, so I don't know if it's a person account. No, it's just under account. So we'll go ahead and add the account here. And I have to see where it added it. I believe it added it over here, so I'm going to move that over a bit. And we'll probably put it off to the side here because in the next lesson, we're going to be covering the reservation items, and that reservation will have the customer, so we'll have a link back to the customer here, as well as the flight. We have to go back to the flight and associate it with a particular actually for the flight we'll probably just associate it somehow to the particular reservation. So we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, I believe that is it. Thank you for your time. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so that others will know about it. And thank you for joining me today.